school, got my bachelor's in music education, and honestly, like, all the way through school, I just loved music. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and I just wanted to be able to share that with everybody.
Right now, were you personally, when you were younger, were you in band? I mean, was that something that...
Yeah, I started out, we didn't start bands in Evansville until 6th grade, which is the same as over here. I started out in choir 4th and 5th, and when I got to 6th grade, I jumped on the opportunity.
Well, that's awesome. And what did you play?
My main instrument is actually oboe.
Oh, that's
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Cool. That's really cool.
Fun.
So then you brought your talent here, and we're happy to have you. And you've got actually a lot going on. But let's talk about the band. And I don't think a lot of people realize how expensive it can be to be in band when you start talking about buying instruments, right?
Oh, for sure. We've had so many people. I mean, the majority of our students, they end up renting through Conrad Music. And so I believe it's a 2-year contract, and they're paying monthly, and it ranges instrument from instrument. So, like, maybe a clarinet is going to be cheaper than if you're wanting to rent, like, I don't know, an oboe, for instance. It's going to cost significantly more money per month. We're talking somewhere between $30 to $50 or $60 a month. And it's something that just adds up ridiculously fast.
Right. And I don't think people realize that. And, of course, that we know that can be sometimes the factor of whether they, can be in band or not be in band.
Exactly. And right now, that's why I've been going through the inventory of the instruments we have from the school. And we have a fair amount of instruments. It's just the majority of them are in such a state where they don't even play. So it's been going through and trying to figure out which ones can be repaired, which ones can't, and then with the ones that can be repaired, do we have the money to do it? So it's leading up to that and trying to figure out what instruments we can have and what we can give to those students so that they have that opportunity.
Right. So then, yes, that would make sense. So, like, even like to get them like cleaned, in between students, or like you said, repaired. There's a cost there, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I just want to show, because I don't think people, a lot of times we don't realize that. So what about like instruments like donated? If someone's listening right now and they've got they were a trumpet or a saxophone player and they've got something, in their closet, do you take donations like that?
Definitely. Any instruments that anybody has that, they're willing to part with, and, if it doesn't work, that's fine. We can get it fixed. If it does, then wonderful. We can immediately basically put it into a student's hand or put it on reserve when somebody needs something.
Love that. And is there something that, if someone donates an instrument that's not working, can they use it, possibly use it for parts or something?
That's also possible. A lot of the older instruments that we have, some of them are brands that, are no longer manufactured. I used to work in a repair shop myself, so I know some of them. Wow. Some of them I don't know, but just talk to others. But some instruments, they don't make parts for it anymore. So if something breaks on the instrument, like a key or something, you can't get a replacement. So definitely, if something doesn't work, we could even take parts from that other instrument and potentially use it to fix up another one.
Oh, yeah. Very good, very good. All right, well, so we're setting that up. Our segue is into, we got some fundraisers coming up.
Yes, definitely. We've been talking a lot about fundraisers with the band boosters. We're doing one currently right now. It's the Rada Cutlery, and it's been basically just an online sales. And a lot of our band boosters, like Linda Markham, and I know Lori, and several of the others, have all been posting on the Facebook pages, just inviting people to order.
Right. And then, of course, do the proceeds then go to help, is this what the proceeds are going to help pay for instruments and activities too, right? Because I'm sure to enter into, when you go to competitions, those cost money, and of course getting ready, all the clothing that goes involved in that.
You're definitely right. So there's so much that, like, any sort of donation or any sort of fundraising would go towards. Part of it's repairing instruments. Part of it is buying new music. You're right with the competitions for marching band. It varies competition to competition, but they're $200, $300 a piece. And then, buying the rights to music to be able to perform, paying somebody to be able to do the drill for us. It's all, like, there's always some sort of monetary value to it.
Right.
So that's, yeah.
Well, we love the band, and the band. When the band enters in, I mean, that's the drop the microphone. When the music starts,
Really?
Everybody's mood changes. Do you feel that too, Brittany?
Definitely, I've noticed that.
Yeah, I love it. We love the band, and we want to support. And of course, this is our future. Possibly, here on the radio, this is what we love. The artist, and of course the ones that can play, play the instruments, and love that. So we definitely want to support the band, and we hope sometime to get the invitational back here. Right? Wouldn't that be exciting?
Yes, we've been having a lot of talks about that. Actually, when I first started here, it was part of like my 5-year plan. Is I wanted to get that invitational restarted. And a lot of our band boosters and parents have been very highly motivated. Mm-hmm. We're actually talking right now. We're trying to get it started up for next year.
That'd be awesome. We'd love that. That'd be so good. And of course, that gives it's great for our community. It's great for the, for the finances, people coming in, eating in our community, and,
mm-hmm.
And shopping and doing, but also it's so good for those that are coming up who are on the fence of whether they want to be a part of band. And then when they see how cool band is, right?
Exactly. It's just another one of those things where they get to see the bands performing and see what it's like and what you can do. And even if they don't want to play an instrument, I mean, we have color guard. If they wanted to spin a flag or a rifle or a saber, and it's turning into so much more than just doing the moves. It's turning into a lot of acting. It's just opening up into the arts more and more.
That is true, which I love. I don't think anybody's ever been bored at a band invitational.
I was in color guard.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I've been to some, and every time I've been to one, I've always been impressed, and I like whenever they do a little something that you're not expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Those little. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
I love that, and that's when also the students are having fun too. So we have worked on getting a new band room at Salem High School, and that's exciting, isn't it?
Definitely. The new band room, it opened up this year.
Uh-huh.
It's been absolutely fantastic. We've been spending time in there, moving all of our stuff, and the only downside is realizing now that we have 2 rooms, we now have all this percussion equipment that we don't have in the other room. But I think the kids definitely enjoy having their own space in the high school.
I love that so much. Well, they're so valuable, and it's so nice, yes. And it beats walking across the street, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Definitely.
Well, we're so proud of you, and Brittany, keep up the great work. I want to be very good with your time, because I don't want you to be late for your class. But thank you so much.
It.
Let's actually have you come into the studio again sometime. And but I just wanted to make sure that we did talk about some fundraisers coming up, and of course, how can they find out more about that if they would like to support the band?
The best way, honestly, to be able to follow the band and support the band would be, you can follow us on our Facebook page, which is Salem Band. We also, one of the biggest things is just coming and supporting the kids. Mm-hmm. So the next concert that we have right now is scheduled for December 14th, which is a Thursday right before the end of the school year. We're making up a winter concert. We decided on a Nightmare Before Christmas theme.
Oh.
So it should be fun, especially with the anniversary for Nightmare Before Christmas.
I would say that's very timely. Well played.
Yeah.
I love that. That's going to be so much fun. I think we all have the sweatshirts or sweaters too,
mm-hmm. Definitely.
That's Erin's favorite over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Erin
Really?
Oh yeah. So
I love it.
I love Tim Burton.
Yeah, for sure. Well, keep up the great work. Thank you so much. And Brittany, let's talk again. Let's have you back on. We love the band, and strike up the band, right?
Definitely.
All right. Have a great day. Best day ever, okay, hon?
You too. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye, hon.
Bye.
All right. That was she's the new, I'm just a teacher there for the band, Salem Band, and it's exciting. She's got a lot of great things going on, and I appreciate that. We wanted to get her on there to talk about the fundraisers because I know that a lot of times people don't realize, and you don't always think about, like, all of the difficulties and how much the cost is involved. And I don't want, and I believe in every child having that opportunity from the freshman year to the senior year to do whatever, they try different things.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's sad that if a student couldn't be in band because of the cost, and we know that everything else has gone up, so that it makes sense.
I was in color guard for a couple of years in high school, and I thought about that before. Just the outfits that we wore, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Because they have you all in, like, matching, I don't know, leotards, kind of.
Well, outfits, yes, and like everything you do, from any kind of a props or anything you've got.
Yeah, the flags, everything.
Yeah. The gas, the travel, everything just going, and then to enter into these contests, and then, I just think, and then of course, then, the basic of getting the instruments,
Because when you go to state, do they still go up to Indianapolis for the,
Yeah. So it's exciting for sure.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. I'd like to thank our sponsors. We wanted to jump in and get her in real quick before she had to get back to her class. I want to thank our sponsors today. I have them over here.
Okay.
Meadowview Healthcare Center, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Fantastic Sam's, Leader One Financial, and Dr. Mindy Gunn, Dr. Black's Eye Associates. I want to talk about Walmart right now has got their big they started their Christmas what do you call it? Black Friday a little bit early.
Yeah, I seen that.
So today is the day. Yeah, and they had some specials earlier in the week. They've got some today. And so if you want to grab some Christmas presents and or something for yourself, Walmart's got that going on. Also, want to remind everybody that the courthouse and your government buildings are closed today due to an observant Veterans Day. And so a lot of your offices, so if you need to pay your taxes, they've extended that. They've gave us a grace period till Monday. So Monday, pay your taxes Monday or they have a drop box too. So you could take advantage and use their drop box. So whichever works best for you. But don't anyway. That's definitely due Monday. Then don't forget that. But Veterans Day, observing Veterans Day, and of course we know there's going to be the big Veterans Day program tomorrow on the courthouse lawn at 11 a.m. And Andy Bush, we spoke with him yesterday, and he's got a big setup for us. So this is going to be exciting, and it'll be open to the public at 11 a.m. And then afterwards, they're going to go to Southern Hills Church for lunch. So very nice for everybody. So
awesome.
Everybody come out and let's support. You can't say enough about our veterans, right?
Absolutely.
And you could, because you do both Meadowview and Salem Crossing. We've got some of the best. Awesome veterans, don't we?
And the things that the community does for our veterans in-house is amazing. I mean, they come in and thank them. They've made them plaques before. I mean, it's just amazing what the community does for the veterans that we have.
I love to hear that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love that.
It's amazing.
Well, and for veterans, and of course anybody, sometimes there are services or things that they need, they'll call someone and they'll be put on hold forever, Well, that's where Andy Bush comes into play, and we're so blessed in our community that we have that person to come and help, because it gets confusing, or send emails. Sometimes they can't send an email, or and that makes it difficult, and that's where Andy can come into play.
I always think we wouldn't have what we have without our veterans.
Oh, absolutely.
So, we should get back to them at any chance we have.
Yeah, definitely. So, actually, Veterans Day is tomorrow, so it falls on a Saturday, but they started observing it today. So there's a lot of people that are off today, so that's nice for those.
Great.
Yeah. And hats off to and saluting all of our veterans, right? For sure. So
all the time.
Yeah, definitely. We have basketball action tonight. We have girls basketball, and we have our new announcers. Kelsey and her husband, the Dawsons, the family, and they're so cute together. It's a husband and wife team.
I've seen them.
Yeah, Brock and Kelsey, and it's really cute because doing it with your spouse is a little different. You know how that is, but they're doing a great job. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that first time that they disagree. Right now, they usually agree on things, you know what I mean?
Right.
But like, you know, on one of the calls, like, I think she was fouled. No, she wasn't fouled, you know,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
It's definitely fun to listen, so make sure you you do that. And I am getting messages from Walmart over there showing some of the different things that they've got on sale. Some of the prices are really good. TVs from stereos to outdoor speakers to baby dolls, and it looks like some different games and stuff. Uno, I love Uno, right? Yeah, so all kinds of good stuff. Oh, here we go. Light up board. Did you ever have a light bright?
Yeah, is that like they look kind of like Christmas lights and you stick them in there? Yeah.
Yes. They're $15. They still have those. Towels are $1.74 if you need some new towels. And I'm looking at all this stuff. Oh, here we go. Here's some. Looks like a shop vac. It's a 6-gallon. Yeah, wet dry shop vac for $39. There you go.
I need a shop vac actually.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll know where Erin is.
Yeah.
Right? No, good deals. Anyway, go see for yourself at Walmart. All right. 4 things that are going to make us happier in the morning. Right. 4 things that you can do in the morning. Sorry, to make you happy all day. I try to do an attitude of gratitude. What about you?
I have like a daily motivational, I guess a daily affirmation that I read every morning.
I love that.
Yeah. So I have like an app and I just click on there and it'll pop up like, I don't know, it has a lot of motivational things that you can read or do to help your day. And then you can like click over to the affirmation. And like today it says, I balance my life between work, rest, and play.
Ooh.
So like it just has like different things, you know, that are good daily affirmations for
me. That's very, very good. And I think sometimes those 3 are hard to juggle. You know, and a lot of times maybe we do more work and then we forget about the resting and playing. I think resting, we just talked about that. You know, we fell back, we got the hour back, but our body's still, I think everything's trying to adjust.
Yeah. I think my problem is even when I'm not at work, I'm thinking about it. You know, they always say like leave work at home but it's hard to when you really care about your job because you're just constantly thinking, what can I do better? What, you know, how could I help someone else today?
Sure.
Or, you know, or what did I do wrong?
No, I think that is part of it. And I think it's very difficult though, you know, to leave that, you know, to switch gears when you're in that gear of working and you're really into it and you enjoy your job, you know, you enjoy what you're doing, and then all of a sudden then you got to change gears, and you know, and that's a little bit of a different to change, and then to realize that, and then on the resting part, realize that it's okay to rest.
Right.
You know, I mean, sometimes we don't allow ourselves to do that.
It's hard not to feel lazy when you rest.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I could be doing the dishes or dusting, or there's always something to do.
Never ending. Yeah. And I think that's the thing you just have to realize that. I'm talking to myself too. Is just realize that it's going to be there. You know what I mean? It's going to be there, but just take some time and rest. I think we don't do that enough.
I seen a thing a while back that was talking about people that want to constantly clean, and even if you don't have kids or you do, this lady was writing about how when you get older, your kids don't remember the dirty dishes in the sink. They remember you sitting and watching a movie with them. Or you don't remember the dirty dishes or the floor that needed swept. You remember the memories you made while you weren't doing that.
Right, yeah. That's good food for thought for sure. So definitely just, you know, but it's easier said than done, right?
It is.
Do as I say, not necessarily as I do, right?
I give the best advice, but taking it myself, I'm terrible at.
It's like, I know, yeah. Well, I do feel like, well, when there's something to be done, and then all of a sudden you sit down and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and then you start beating yourself up. I'm being lazy.
Yeah,
I can be productive.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, here's 4 things that we can do in the morning to be happier all day long, okay? It's Friday, and I'm already feeling pretty good. But if you need to pick me up, here are 4 things you can do to make you happier. Get screens out of your room. When you reach for your phone or TV remote first thing in the morning, you're letting the outside world set your mood. So like stop reaching for the screens or reaching, like for the remote, for your TV. So get the screens out of your room. Okay, so it'd be like your TV screens, your phones, and everything. Just don't reach for them first thing. Do you?
Yes. I do.
Are we being brutally honest?
Yeah.
Are we going to be honest here? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know what route we were going. Okay.
I thought about it for a second. I was like,
I know.
Because I automatically, I wake up. On the weekends, I try not to. On the weekends, I try to make my coffee and spend time with my family first. But in the morning, I wake up through the week and I'm just in work mode. Do I have an email? Do I have a referral? I automatically want to check.
Yeah.
But my problem is I don't just check that. I get on my phone, I check work, and then all of a sudden I'm scrolling and I'm like, but I actually just talked about this last night, that I would like to at least spend the first 30 minutes in the morning not even thinking about my phone, because who's really going to want to talk at 7 o'clock in the morning? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's got, anything, right. If it's an emergency, they'll call, right? Yeah. I get it. Well, I think too, I'm working on that too. That's because I always think, what's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm working on that. Yeah.
It's hard.
It's very difficult.
Because honestly, you don't even realize that you do it. That's
right.
my problem. Is I'm constantly.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I get anxious about missing something from work or missing a call, or not that I don't have a million people at work that help.
Yeah, I know.
It's me. Right, it's not anyone else but me,
Yeah, I know. I know, I understand, and I feel the same way, because I'll sometimes say, or I hate that, did you not see my text? Somebody will say, well, I text you, or and if you do that and you don't look, and then it's like, oh, I didn't see your text. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, okay, but these are things to do to make you happier all day. Get the screens out of your room. When you don't reach for the TV remote, don't do that, okay? All right, number 2, talk to yourself, okay? It doesn't have to be out loud or anything, okay? But talking to yourself and hyping yourself up can set you up for success. Like if you have a big presentation at work that day, you can tell yourself, you've done this before, you're going to do great.
Yeah. Okay.
I would love to be a fly on the wall and in the other room or something, and hearing someone saying, "You're great, you're good, you're doing good."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I would love that. I think I've seen movies do that before, where people are, what I mean.
I used to put sticky notes on my mirror.
I used to do that. I forgot about that. I used to do that. Yeah.
I need to do that again, because it actually helped.
Yeah.
And I did them for Cameron too. Put them on his mirror so he would read them in the mornings. He kind of thought it was not as cool as I thought it was.
Oh, I think it's really cool. I do. Well, and I always did whenever the girls would go out the door, let's have the best day ever. Let's let's do try to get out there and get cracking and get moving and
my mom.
Have fun.
Yeah. My mom takes my niece and nephew, my sister's kids, to school in the mornings, and they always listen to the song, "It's Gonna Be a Good Day." She listens to it every morning with them, just to pump them up.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and little things like that do help, because,
absolutely.
You don't realize, even with your kids or yourself, how you start your day really matters.
It does, yeah, for sure. All right, so talk to yourself. Tell them you've got this. You're gonna do good.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah.
All right. You got this, champ.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. Talk to someone else. It can be anyone you like, your spouse, your child, a friend, and can be a phone call, a text, or if you have more time, meeting up with coffee. Just having that social connection is important. Mm-hmm. And I do that. I usually talk to my girls.
Yeah.
Different daughters. Different, but I usually talk to them, and we just, after we get done with all of our gossiping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we're talking. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then it just is a great way to start the morning. Do you do that too? Do you talk?
Yeah. Mostly, Cameron and I get up at the same time, so I just try to talk, and sometimes he's annoyed with me.
Well, sure, he's at that age, yeah.
Because I wake up and get myself ready before him. I just have a few things to do while he's getting ready. So by the time I get him up, I'm rearing and ready to go, and he's like, "Mom."
I know.
I'm not even awake yet.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Right. And I'm a morning person, so my girls had to suffer for that. You know what I mean? Because I got them up and got them. Oh, we got we got moving. We got things to do. Yeah, my girls, poor girls.
I could see that.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to someone else. I love that. Number 3, be thankful. In which I say wake up with the attitude of gratitude. Wake up every morning with a gratitude attitude. You know? I think that's important. So be thankful. In research, they've found people who journaled about the things they're thankful for during the week scored much more higher to measure happiness than people who wrote down things that have irritated them.
I also seen a thing that was talking about how instead of saying I had work or cleaning, instead of saying I have to clean, I have to go to work, I get to clean, I get to go to work, you know. Right. So I try to say that in the mornings, like, oh, I get to get up at 5 a.m., you know.
Yes, I get to do all that. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I've heard of that before, too.
Yeah.
Where they say to change your thoughts on that, yeah.
Rewire your brain, basically.
Yeah. There you go. Let's see, and I don't think I write things down, but I guess maybe that's a good thing to keep a journal, dear diary.
Oh, I journal every day.
I love that. That's great.
Every day. Yeah, I've always journaled.
Have I ever been in your journal? Have you ever written my name?
Yeah.
Oh, yay, I made a journal.
I have so many journals, and I keep them all because I think, I could always go back and read them, but I journal everything. I have a self-care schedule at night. When I get out of the shower, I do self-care, and then I sit down and journal for 10, 20 minutes. It's not a lot, but I just talk about my day or how I'm feeling.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
It's good for me, Yeah, it doesn't work for some people, but it's good for me.
It's good food for thought, definitely. Maybe that's something to do, try it and see. That's the thing. It's nothing that's going to be anything bad. Try it. See if it works and see. Here's my part on that. I love the idea. I just think consistency, staying with that. You know what I mean?
It's hard.
It would be very hard for me.
Yeah. And sometimes I skip, but I try to every night at least write something.
That's cool. That's really cool. That's awesome. Some find some way of expressing some gratitude in the morning because it can be enough to put you in a better frame of mind all day. I agree with that. Yeah. I think that's good. That was what we just kind of said, but I just finished that. Yeah. So, definitely. I think you have to make that decision. Maybe you don't feel the best, but go ahead and keep going.
Yeah, keep the best of it. It's all you can do.
Right.
But some people have a hard time, I'm not really pinpointing anyone, but I know a few people that are just negative all the time. And I know, you want to be empathetic and say, oh, they're going through a hard time, it's terrible, but sometimes you really just have to change your attitude and think, okay, what's the positive? Sometimes there's not a positive in the things that people are going through, and I get that, but I think it's really a choice of mind over matter for every day, Sometimes you can... It is completely valid to feel negative.
Oh, yeah, or sad. Or, there's a season for everything. So I think that's, and you have to give grace on that. You have to understand that.
Oh, sure.
But on the normal, everyday day,
Yeah, I think it's a mind over matter thing to get up and feel blessed for what you have.
But our bodies were made to get up and move. I always tell the our bodies were made to get up and move. And I always used to tell the girls, you're going to be citizens. You're going to get up and you're going to be citizens of this community.
The sun's awake, so I'm awake.
That's right. Well, I'm up before the sun. So. Yeah. All right, we're on to the 10th day of November. Today is Area Code Day. Area codes. It's funny how, I used to know more than what I do. I forgot some of the area codes around. You know what I mean? When you make phone calls,
I have no idea, really.
I was going to say 502-812-377 or 752. No, that wouldn't be 752. What is it? I'm trying to remember all. I don't remember all.
Yeah. I just know 812 and 502.
There you go. Hey, we got those down, right? Yeah. 317, I think, is in Annapolis, right? 317. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I'm even looking at my phone right now trying to see.
All right, International Accounting Day. Yay. Hats off to all those accounters out there, accounting. Yep. And you do you, and you do a great job. Just keep that up. National Civic Pride Day. Love that. National Forget Me Not Day. Forget-Me-Not Day.
Huh.
Love that.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go. National Vanilla Cupcake Day.
Yum.
We
always talk about food.
Well, and you ought to see the photos. Yeah, if you saw the photo of this. Oh, my
Keep those
goodness.
bad things away from me.
I love vanilla cupcakes. I do.
I don't like any other type of cake or cupcakes. I just like the vanilla cake,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or red velvet.
Get out of here. Now you've really put a seed there.
Yeah.
You should not have planted that seed, Erin. Okay, red velvet's like over the moon. And and it's got that when it's got the good icing.
Yeah.
The good icing.
Or last Christmas we made red velvet cheesecake.
Oh.
I love cheesecake. It's one thing that I just cannot turn down.
I don't understand. Okay, so, something that I'm confused at. So I had a meeting in Indianapolis, or actually it was Carmel, Indiana. I don't understand their cheesecake that they're making up there, and I don't know what it is so creamy. It's almost like a butter. I mean, Erin is like, no. I mean, like, okay, like, I thought, I'll just take a bite.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
As I was licking the plate later. Yeah. No, I mean, I could really have, didn't have, I mean, the other food was delicious, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, it was just so creamy. I don't know where they're getting that creamy cheesecake like that.
Yeah, I don't know, because cheesecake is just like cream cheese, butter,
okay,
powdered sugar.
But there's something it's the consistency. Like, okay, like
they're doing something.
They're doing something. Somebody's doing something. And
Yeah.
I was like, wait, hold on here. This is a whole nother level because, like, usually the consistency's a little thicker, maybe with cheesecake, right?
Yeah.
If you cut a piece of cheesecake, right?
Mm-hmm.
This cheesecake was like butter, almost like it just
Lord.
when you took that bite, it just melted.
Melts in your mouth. Yeah.
I don't know who's got it going on, but
I've had cheesecake like that before, and I don't know what they do because I love cheesecake, so I always make it when we have stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But I've never gotten it to that. I mean,
they have to be. I wonder, like, if they're okay. Let's just see. I wonder, like, think about this. I wonder if they're like putting something else in it, like maybe like a Cool Whip or like a whip or something.
Heavy whipping cream, maybe.
Oh, they're doing something, right? Yeah. Something's really, really good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really good. Yeah. So anyway, now that how do we get on that?
We
started
always
talking
do.
about cheesecake. Oh, all right. Sesame Street Day. I love Sesame Street. Who's your
me
favorite
too.
character?
Why can I not think of his name? The one in the garbage can.
Oh, Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar, yeah, I love him.
Oscar the Grouch, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love that. I was probably more so, let's see here. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I like Bert and Ernie. Oh, I love Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
And then, listen, I like them all. I love Elmo.
Yeah.
Elmo's so cute. You know what I mean? Elmo goes forward, Elmo goes back.
Yeah, he
Elmo
is
goes forward,
cute.
Elmo goes back. I love that. And then I like Big Bird, you know?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Big Bird. I
Oh,
still like
yeah.
Oscar. I think he's just misunderstood, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Because I think we could all be like that, you know?
That is true. All right, this is actually, this is United States Marine Corps' birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually, my dad was a United States Marine. So I am very fond of the Marines. And happy birthday, United States Marine. And I get this year they sent me a cup, like a coffee cup. Last year they sent like a longer coffee cup. But anyway, I get things sent from them.
That's sweet. I have a few Marines in my family as well.
I love that. Love that. So hats off to them and happy birthday to the United States Marines. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your service. World Science Day for Peace and Development. Yes. Love that. Peace and development. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
For sure. This is also, this week is Drowsy Driving Prevention Week, which probably with the time change, please be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we got that hour or we fell back, I still think people are still having trouble.
Like the days feel longer.
Getting adjusted, yes.
Yeah.
This is also Good Nutrition Month. How can we have that when we have Thanksgiving coming up?
Seriously. That's what I'm thinking.
they
I'm
not
trying
know
to eat
that?
healthy, and here comes Thanksgiving.
I know.
Hit me like a semi-truck.
Oh, it's coming. It's
Yeah,
coming, baby.
Coming in hot.
It is, for sure. Let's see here. This is also No Shave November for some people.
Mm-hmm.
National Education Month. Love that.
Yeah.
National Family Caregivers Month.
Oh.
National Gratitude Month. Love that. Mm-hmm. Definitely for Thanksgiving. How apropos, right? National Hospice Care Month. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
And all kinds of great. Peanut Butter Lovers Month. You like peanut butter?
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't, right? Yeah. National Pepper Month. And so there we go. There are some things to Wishbone for Pets Month. So there we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sweet Potato Awareness Month.
Huh.
Sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching TV last night and someone had a sweet potato that was like, I don't know, the size of a backpack. I don't know how else to explain it. It was huge.
It was really grown.
Yeah, it was
Like-
just gigantic sitting on their table. I say a backpack because their kid's backpack was sitting there and it was just as big as the backpack.
And how did they have it served? Were they serving it?
No, they just had it sitting there to show you how big it was. I was like, how does that even happen?
I don't know. Now, I thought, okay, hang on. My dad used to buy these huge pumpkins, okay? Like, he used to buy big pumpkins. And I thought, now, I was a little girl, so I might have misunderstood.
Yeah.
But I thought, and I don't want to give away anybody's secrets, but I thought that whenever the pumpkins started coming on the vine, they injected the vine with buttermilk.
What?
As a little girl, that's what I thought. I remember the guy saying, because I remember we were asking, like, how do you get these pumpkins? So, because he was these huge pumpkins. And I thought that they said they injected the vine with buttermilk.
That's crazy.
That is a huge, wait, she just showed me a photo. That is a huge sweet potato.
Yeah, and their kids, that's zoomed in. But, I mean, it's
funny.
huge.
Can you imagine, like, going to the garden and all of a sudden there's this big, you know
Just,
what I mean? But I wondered, like, you know, like you had to be watching it grow. You knew it was coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd put a little fence around it, make sure nobody
Yeah.
touched my big sweet potato
Yeah.
before it's done.
They probably put buttermilk in them vines.
Somebody put some buttermilk. There was buttermilk going on over there. I don't know. Is that crazy? I don't know. For
But
some
I mean,
reason.
it's really not, because people, sometimes you think what you think something is one way and how you find out it's really done. Kind of like how it's made. You're like, I would have never thought that's how it happened.
I can Google it probably and try to find out, but I really don't want to know. I just want to because if it's buttermilk, I mean, really, I'd be okay with that. That's very healthy, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. You want to inject some buttermilk in a vine and make it blow up big.
Yeah, whatever. You do you.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, I don't think lately though everybody's priced buttermilk. Everything's gone up so much. You know, what I mean? All that. You know, so a lot of recipes call for buttermilk. Is how I know. So
yeah.
Because actually, I think it's persimmon pudding that calls for buttermilk. Yeah.
I've never had persimmon pudding.
Oh, and you've lived here in this community?
Yeah.
You've been here? And you've never had persimmon pudding?
I'd never even heard of it until last year.
Erin, I'm like, now my mouth is just completely dropped over here. I'm like, what? I don't have any here for you, but it's like you need to try it. It is good. It's good.
I've heard that. I've heard that it's delicious. Yeah.
Well, we're very blessed that we have this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And because there's some other states that don't, you know, that don't like or don't know anything about persimmon pudding. You know? And obviously we got to get you knowing about persimmon pudding. Yeah, I think you'll like it. It's different. It's good. Yeah.
What is it though? I mean,
persimmons.
I don't even know what a persimmon is.
Persimmon trees.
Never heard of them. Okay. I must live under a rock because
I don't know.
You're looking at me crazy.
I know. No, I'm like, no, I'm amazed. No, it's like
I know.
I just saw Bigfoot. I'm amazed.
I can tell.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I bet your mom's going to be like, oh my goodness, Erin.
Yeah, probably.
Because she's going to be like, you know.
Are you serious? I listened to radio this morning. How are you going to tell them you don't know what a persimmon is?
Yeah, your mom's probably laughing at this. Yes. I'm laughing too. I'm laughing with you. What's her name?
Krista.
Krista, I'm laughing too. Yes. I'm amazed and laughing. But anyway, persimmons come from a persimmon tree. And they drop to the ground. And then you pick them up. And then you clean them, you wash it. Well, some, you know, kind of clean them, and then you have to strain them and get all that out, and then that goop, and anyway, it makes good persimmon pudding.
Huh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
2 cups to most every recipe.
Yeah.
It's very kind of easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, never. I didn't even know what a persimmon was.
We're okay. Got a lot of work here today. Okay.
Gotta get out from under my rock.
I'm pulling you out of there. Okay. Yeah. I want you to have that. Yeah. For sure. Well, were you picky, like, as a child? I wonder, like, growing up, maybe you did, like, maybe it was, like, I'm sure there was somewhere that it was there, and you probably just didn't try it.
Probably. I don't know if I was picky. I know I'm not now, but I don't really know if I was as a kid.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Right. For sure. All right. Well, have we're going to switch gears. Well, so yeah, my mind is just going to be busy thinking. I'm trying to think if I can make you some real quick. I mean,
just whip it up in the truck.
I need to whip it up right now. I'm trying to think of that right now. Okay, so let's go over. Have you ever broken a bone?
Mm-hmm.
Here are the ones that we break most. Okay, interesting. Okay, I don't think I've ever broke a bone.
I broke my pinky.
You broke your pinky?
Mm-hmm. I've broken a few bones, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
All right, look at you.
My pinky hurt the worst, which is weird.
Well, because it's probably awkward, like you use it. So
yeah,
much,
it was like smashed back, like
ow.
pushed all the way. Yeah.
Oh. That sounds very painful. Well, if you have ever broken a bone, here are the ones we break the most, okay? 45% of Americans have broken a bone before. The most common ones we have break are arm, a finger, there you go, a toe, or an ankle. Oh,
yeah.
Oh. The one that I'm not a fan of any of those being broke, but the ankle, because that would be so hard to heal.
Miserable.
Have you ever broken an ankle?
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's miserable.
I would think, what, were you on crutches? I mean, how would you even...
Yeah, you have to be on crutches.
Oh, my goodness. And then I'm sure it's going to be weak, right? From there on?
That's the worst part, is the healing part and getting back walking on it, and it's terrible.
I would think, no, I think that, yeah. I'm not to belittle that finger break. And I'm not belittling the toe break, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that, but the ankle is just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so important, you use your ankles, you know?
I don't know if I just broke my pinky worse. I just remember my pinky throbbed 24/7.
Ew.
And there wasn't a whole lot they could do to it besides tape it to the other finger.
Well, there's nothing to the toe, too. Don't they just tape those too?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
It's funny, I've never broke a toe, but I've jammed them a lot. Boy, I'm like one of those that go...
Yeah, I broke my pinky toe, too. So.
Didn't it hurt so bad when
it was like swollen up like a Vienna sausage.
I'm not... But, like, you know, when you hit your toes, you know, like somebody leaves a toy out. Remember how, like, the kids leave the toys out or something?
Or kick that into your bed.
Ow.
It's terrible. You just hold your foot and hop around for a minute.
Yeah. Yes, and I have a tendency to move furniture a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of times,
Becky's always stubbing her toes.
I'm telling you right now. Or, like, or a husband that's like, why did we move this?
Yeah. I just broke my toe on the couch moved for the 5th time this month.
Yeah. I'm a confession here. I do move furniture, okay?
I can see that.
That's what I do when I get anxious or something. I move furniture.
Oh, I'm feeling anxious. If I move this couch, it's going to make me feel better.
It's funny because if I move, like if I change the room around completely, Greg will say, "Was something wrong?" And I'm like, "No, not this time. I just did it because I wanted to."
I'm not manic, Greg.
No,
it was just a choice.
Not this time. But like if it's been like something going on, like maybe a crazy something, meeting or something or whatever, something to do or whatever, or busy or crazy day.
Yeah.
Furniture's getting moved.
Yeah. Is everything okay? The couch is moved. That's funny.
Bad. I know, it's bad. All right, so 45% of us have had a broken bone. We got that. 55% have not. So just over half of us still have skeletons in condition. Our skeletons are still in condition. I like that. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
that's true. Which bone are you most likely to break? The poll they asked, the breaking, 12% of Americans have broken their arm.
Yeah, my
I can
sister
see
broke
that.
her arm when we were younger.
Yeah,
Flipped out of a swing.
Oh,
Yeah.
those swing injuries, yeah, where they
Yep.
those really or like if you go to fall and you like grab your
Yep, it's just a natural instinct to try to catch yourself. I think that's how most people break their arm.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. So broken arm, okay. 12% have broken a finger. There you go, right there.
Yep.
You're in that 12%, Erin.
Look at me go.
Yeah. 10% have broken a toe. Ow.
Yeah.
8% have snapped an ankle. Oh, 8%.
Snapped? Oh,
no,
that's
snapped.
just a terrible word.
Yeah, no, snapped. Like, think like if you heard it hit or snap.
That gives me chill bumps.
Yeah, well, it feels so bad. Okay, the rest of the top 10 are a foot, a hand, a leg, Wait, a foot, a hand, a leg, a wrist, ow, a rib, oh, those ribs, ooh. 5% have broken their collarbone, ow.
Oh.
Ow.
There was a kid on my bus that broke his collarbone.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only 4% have broken their nose. Okay. The most common breaks, the reason that most of these have happened is tripping or falling down, which do that often.
I could trip over a painted line. Yeah. Not graceful at all.
Yeah. 18% of them have happened like sports injuries, rank high too. And that's the thing about sports injuries. A lot of times a lot of the athletes will tear something, and then then they have to have all of these, surgeries to have it repaired. Okay, so let's say they do that. Then the question, I guess, is, and you have to make it. It's a family decision. This is not Becky or Erin decision, but to let them play again, because they possibly could tear that again.
I played soccer all my life, and that's how I had whiplash, tore my hamstring, broke my pinky, fractured my ankle.
My goodness.
Fractured my wrist. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
In soccer?
I played inside. I fractured my wrist in inside soccer. I was running, and because the ball goes fast in a gym, and I was running and got close to the wall and caught myself, and it fractured my wrist.
Ow.
Yeah.
Well, I never thought about that, so I guess it would, wouldn't it? I guess inside soccer would be a lot different than.
Yeah.
Is there actually teams? I mean, I've never.
Yeah. There's actually teams. They make inside soccer shoes, everything.
What's the difference in the shoes? I guess it'd be.
Because you wear cleats whenever you're.
Yes.
And then inside soccer shoes are kind of like basketball shoes, so you get better traction in the gym. Because that ball, when you kick a ball in the gym, it's going.
Yeah, but like to fall, is it harder on?
Oh yeah, it hurts.
Yeah,
it hurts. You get skin. It's weird because you like skin yourself on the gym floor. You know, I mean, basketball players do it and stuff. So, yeah, it's a lot harder to play soccer inside.
Yeah, it is fun though.
It's a blast.
It's very fun. Yeah. I get really competitive. Yeah,
and you can't slide tackle as easy because you're not like sliding on the grass. That gym floor just stops you. So.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you though, there's nothing like when you steal that ball from someone and you've got control, and then I get so nervous because I've got trying to get it down to the goalie. I mean, that is just because like soccer's really new around here. Fairly not. It's not. We've had it for a while, but it's the newest. We've had basketball and football. And like a football, you run with it. Basketball, you dribble with it. But a soccer, I mean, your feet, I mean, you've got to really be, I mean.
Soccer is the only sport I could play.
Oh, is that right?
I was terrible at other sports, but I played soccer all my life.
Well, I'm not saying I'm good at any of them, but I enjoy playing them. I like to play sports.
Yeah.
But soccer is something that when you have control of that ball with your feet, and then you have other people, it's very intense.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I love it though.
Yeah.
Love it.
And also knowing when to take that, I sound like I might know, but I don't. I'm by no means an expert, but to knowing when to stop that ball and take that kick for the shot. You know what I mean? Is also, I never know how close to get because I'm like, I want to do it now before somebody grabs it.
Yeah.
But then
you gotta watch the goalie.
Yes.
And
those goalies, they're good.
Oh yeah, they'll jump at you. Yeah.
They on fire. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's cool. But okay, so most breaks, falling down. 18% said sports injuries rank high too, which I think that's true, and that's where I did Coach's Corner Wednesday, talking with the coaches. Basketball usually like 28 to 30 games. That's a lot of games.
Oh yeah, and
to
kids are aggressive.
And to take care of themselves, what I mean? And to make sure that their muscles are getting rest, their bodies are getting rest,
drinking enough water, eating enough protein,
eating good food, you know what I mean? And teenagers a lot of times will grab a candy bar,
or a piece of pizza. Yeah, Cameron would do that before football. I'm like,
I grab
a Kit Kat bar is not adequate enough for you to go play football.
It's got all my nutrition that I need, Mom.
Yeah, are you thinking about this,
I can just live on this, right?
Oh, like, dude.
Dude, I love that so much. The poll has also found 59% of us have had surgery before. 53% have had stitches. Did you have stitches?
I've had stitches before, from a 4-wheeler wreck.
Oh, but I mean, like, I guess, okay. Oh, this is, yeah, okay. And I actually had stitches, yes, I've had stitches before.
But from a broken bone, the bone has never come out of the skin where I had to,
Oh.
But I have seen people break a bone and it come all the way out of the skin. So I guess you would have to have stitches for that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've never had stitches related to breaking a bone.
Right, right, yeah. But I think it was just the poll of how many's had stitches.
Yeah.
18% have had that happen, or excuse me, 53% have had stitches. Yeah. I think that's more normal.
Oh, yeah.
17% have dislocated a joint like a shoulder.
I've dislocated my shoulder. Actually, not too long ago, I thought I had a torn rotator cuff, but it was actually my shoulder was just dislocated, which was better.
Right. Sure. No.
Yeah.
Right. It's just very, very. I think it's a lot. I mean, just very scary on that. Yes.
Yeah.
Dealt with that.
But when you get older, you can sneeze wrong and dislocate something.
Oh yeah. Right. Well, are we telling? Listen, we're telling what all we had. I had my rotator cuff torn.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was very, very awful.
Your
very
whole
awful.
arm throbs. Yeah. Oh.
Yes, it did, and no, it was not fun at all. So, all right, Veterans Day. 70% of youngers say vets. They okay, hang on. Let's see what was said. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. Although it's also being observed today, many of us would like to take this opportunity to show our appreciation. But what's the best way to do it? I love that. Okay, what's the best way to do it? Okay, in a recent survey, nearly 70% of younger veterans and military personnel say they feel uncomfortable or awkward when someone says thank you for your service to them. And I think probably because it goes along with their personality, they probably are like, they do it because it's the right thing to do, right? I mean, like, I'm talking about the service person. Like, and they didn't do it for the glory necessarily, right?
Yeah, I know a few people in the military, of course, and they kind of say the same thing. Like, to them, it's just everyday normal life. So when someone says that, and not so much that they said it's awkward, it just kind of catches them off guard. Like, what? They don't even realize what they're doing, But
Right.
I don't think that saying thank you, even if they do feel awkward, sometimes, you just feel the need to say that because you're just so grateful for them, you know.
Right.
And how else do you express that?
Right. And I think that, yes, I think it might be in the uncomfortable or awkward is just probably because they're awesome and they just do it, what I mean?
They just don't even realize what they're doing.
Yeah, they don't understand their awesomeness. And then when we say that, which I do say that a lot of times.
I do too. I could cry thinking about
what all they do.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. Everything, that they have gone through and what they've done and what they've seen and
how physically and mentally strong you have to be to go through
and to sign up for
things that they go through.
Sign up and
to give your soul to
absolutely.
your country, basically. You give your entire body to your country. And just, just the training that they go through is hard. I could not do it. So you have to be strong to do that, and you have to be away from your family. And some people are away from their kids right now. Your kids miss you, your wives, your husbands, your friends, family. It's.
And I am very grateful. I found out that we do have some really good resources, and we have some really good family support for those when their spouses are overseas or gone.
Right.
And that's such a blessing, and I hope that I hope the families utilize those.
Yes.
Because that's such a blessing for the children, and around Christmas and time too, they help out. So I really hope that please utilize that. It's I guess the thing that only 24% of military and veterans 65 and older say they feel uncomfortable with it. Only 24% of the military and veterans 65 and older, it's the younger ones that feel a little awkward. The older ones say only 24% of them feel uncomfortable when you say that. Okay, possibly because they're more used to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it like this, but maybe younger generations, even my generations, my generation I've seen doesn't say thank you as often as
we should.
Yeah, as often as an older generation does. Like, that was one thing I've always wanted to teach Cameron, say please and thank you, but some people just don't, and not that makes them bad or anything. I just think that we don't say, us as a younger generation don't say thank you as often as a generation older than us.
Right, I agree. I think that's very fair. Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah. Well, here are some things the few ways that you can do it. Reach out, make the first move to connect with a veteran, make a call, send a text, grab a coffee. Letting someone you care is taking action. So these are good ways to celebrate our veterans. Ask engaging questions. Open up a two-way conversation rather than basically just telling them thank you for your service. You can ask them open-ended questions about their life and interests.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. And actively listen. Be fully present by removing distractions and making eye contact. Giving someone your undivided attention is a sign of respect.
Yeah.
Which that they've been taught respect, right? So, let's give them respect, right?
Right.
Also support or spread awareness of veterans' causes, like Face the Fight, which is taking on suicide in the military community. So, and again, we want to salute our veterans, and there will be a Veterans Day program tomorrow on the north side of the lawn. And today, actually, right here in our community, if you go around the square, they are supposed to be delivering, we're getting a new flagpole. Remember the tornado that came through? It took the flagpole and yeah. Well, we're getting a new and the same size, so it'll be big like that. And they've got it up right now. Yeah, they said they would have it up today. So hats off. I like people that say they'll have it done and they did it.
Yeah, because that is not me.
No. I love that. I love that though. They followed through. They did get it up. So we got a new flagpole. And I talked with Andy Bush yesterday, and he said it's supposed to be delivered today, so just in time for today and also for tomorrow for the Veterans Day program at 11 a.m. It's free, open to the public, and please come out and it's always a good time. It's always a nice ceremony. Then afterwards, everyone traveled to Southern Hills. It's just right there. On South 135, you'll see Southern Hills, and they're going to be having a lunch. So that's always a good time, definitely, for sure. So
yeah,
they've got a good program, and I'm very grateful and very thankful that our community, that is a priority that we do that.
Yeah.
That we honor our veterans. So hats off to all of them, for sure. So anyway, have a great weekend, and we've got basketball action on tonight, so tune in for basketball action on Wslm. And I guess you've got a busy week ahead. Have you started putting up Christmas yet? No. Well, it looks like that Walmart has already started the Christmas shopping, though.
Oh, yeah.
So some good deals going on over there. So today, and started at 6 a.m. this morning. So exciting time for sure. All right, I'll let you say thanks to our sponsors, Erin, this morning.
We have Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fox Pirelli Wealth Management, Fantastic Sam's, Leader One Financial, and Dr. Black's Eye Associates and Dr. Mindy Gunn.
All right. And I wanted to say some Turning Point Church over in Scottsburg. They're doing some great things. They've got food giveaways. They also have free showers. They are wonderful. They're doing some really good outreaches out there. So we'll go and hear from them right now. Thanks, Erin.
Thanks.
Turning Point Church in Scottsburg is a church of second chances and new beginnings, and has something for everyone and every age. Showers for those in need are going to be available Wednesdays from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Food is also available afterwards. If you're in need of more than a meal, Turning Point has food giveaways twice a month, Mondays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Coming up this Saturday, November the 11th and November the 25th. Turning Point Church is located at 899 West McLean Avenue in Scottsburg. For more information, contact Pastor John Jackson at 812-752-7857 or find the church's Facebook page online.
When I first joined the board at Papa John's, I brought some big ideas.
We're gonna need more pepperoni.
But my Biggest idea? The Shaq-a-Roni pizza.
Make it bigger, make it bigger. More is better.
It's extra large with extra cheese and covered in more than 60 pepperonis.
When I say handful of pepperoni, I mean my handful.
What makes Shaq-a-Roni huge is that Papa John's donates $1 from every pizza to the Papa John's Foundation.
1, 2, 3, Shaq-a-Roni!
Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni. Only at Papa John's.
The new Shaq-a-Roni is available at your Salem Papa John's for a limited time, starting at only $13.99. Call today at 812-883-3369 or order on your Papa John's app. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Caring people make the difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Salem Crossing. Experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers and solutions and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Salem Crossing, visit ASCSSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-1877. That's 812-883-1877.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter, like the stair that only creaks when everyone else in the house is asleep. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Give Seth at Marshall's a call today at 812-967-3742, and we'll be glad to take care of you.
Give Du Bois County Tire a call. Big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires, you know, to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving me. They even got them for your farm machine. You can call them day or night. Du Bois County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Unlock a season of savings and fall road trips with Michelin tires. Between October 11th and October 27th, get $70 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with the purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem, Davies County Tire and Supply in Washington, Knox County Tire and Supply in Vincennes, and Du Bois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
At Meadowview Health and